You're listening to the ACT podcast. You better like my daddy's show, you creeps.
All right, welcome to the ACT podcast. It's froze. It's froze. It's froze.
What are you even saying?
I'm saying it's froze. So today at work, welcome to the ACT podcast. Today at work, we put these, those gas station sandwiches that are like disgusting looking, regardless. They're in like a vacuum sealed package that, I don't know, looks like cat food in between two pieces of mushy bread. But anyway, we have to pull them out of the freezer and into the refrigerator, and I had just done that, and some numbskull came up and bought one right away, and I was like, it's frozen. Of course, he didn't hear me.
Wait, there's frozen sandwiches. Those are frozen that you just put out.
They come frozen, and then you put them in the refrigerator to thaw out.
That's disgusting.
Well, be it what it is, I don't know. Whatever, I wouldn't eat them. I mean, they seem like diarrhea in a vacuum sealed bag to me. But so I told the guy at the register, I said those are frozen, and he just ignored me. And I think whatever, that's what most people do. And like 5 minutes later, he comes in, looks dumbfounded and stunned, and goes, "It froze! It's froze!" And he's holding it like he's got the chalice from the Last Supper. It's froze. I'm like, what?
Oh my gosh.
It's been burned into my head all day.
Did he just eat the sandwich anyway?
He was all, what about the microwave? He's stuck in the microwave.
That's disgusting.
We even offered him, because we happen to make fresh sandwiches too, and we offered him one of those, and he said, ah! He was just like an old guy. I don't know what was wrong. He just kept saying it's froze, and instead of saying it's frozen, it's froze.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, as everybody can tell, Jolene's on here with me right now, just for a little bit though. How's the you were on Lent, and now Lent's over. Hope everybody had a lovely Easter. I know I did. But Lent's now over, and one of the things you had given up was streaming, so your Secret Lives of Mormon Wives had to take a little break and wait for you. Has it been everything you wanted?
Yeah. I did real good the whole time during Lent.
Oh, yeah.
And then immediately when it ended, I've been watching it like every day.
Yeah, you've been
defeats the purpose.
binge watching it.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty lame this season, but.
So it was not everything you wanted it to be.
No.
Oh, well, that's too bad. The reason I brought Jolene on was she's somewhat trepidatious to be on, because I told her, I said, well, we're specifically going to argue. We've been having an argument now for about 4 days, right? It's been about 4 days, and
It lasted one day, and then you brought
it
it up.
It did not
today.
last
We
one
have
day.
not brought it up for like 3 days.
We brought it up several times the last few days because it's been an ongoing debate. And I know that we've, as we're recording this, there's been a ceasefire deal announced in Iran, and there's astronauts that just went around the moon and went out the furthest to space that anybody's ever gone, and, super important, consequential things. But this argument is far more important, and I guarantee you it affects way more people. I just do. And as silly as people think I'm being, this is a real deal. So the argument is, when you are playing Monopoly with one's family and friends, you buy a property and you make money or you lose money or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Everybody knows Monopoly, right? Everybody loves Monopoly, I guess.
Yeah.
Some may enjoy it more than I do, but if I have to, sit and play a board game, then it's probably going to either be Yahtzee or Uno or
You don't even
Monopoly.
play Uno.
I like Uno. Okay, it's fun for about one round.
We were all in shock that he even said yes to playing Monopoly. So we had to take full advantage.
Okay, now this is where the argument begins. What is the game Monopoly about specifically? What is the entire ideology of this game built around? Jolene.
It's just a game
Built
that you
around
play with your friends.
built
for
around
fun,
what
not
ideology?
based on real life.
What's the driving motivator of this game? What is it? I think it would be capitalism, is it not?
No.
So Monopoly is a game about capitalism and being a capitalist, and one might get bored in the middle of it and say, I choose to sell my properties to people for whatever price I might agree
Also
to.
known as quitting and not actually selling your properties.
I did sell my properties. And now the argument begins at this. Jolene's sister was killing everybody, right?
No. Correction. Me and Noah may have been getting our butts kicked, but my sister and Anthony had a fair chance, both of them. But someone wanted to be a big old quitter when we literally probably
had no chance.
We probably had 10 minutes left in the game max. And guess what? It ended in 10 minutes after he quit.
Well, yeah,
He's a
because
big
okay,
baby.
well, now you're jumping ahead of the argument because the reason this is important is because Jolene had just been forced to sell all of the houses on the board that she owned, and she was flipping. She had to mortgage her properties, and Noah was in the same situation. He was starting to lose houses,
And we were accepting our defeat, playing fairly still.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are just losing everything, like leprosy, hitting a small African village. And so I, being a merciful, God-fearing capitalist and not a money-hungry, greedy capitalist, I decided it was fair game to offer up my properties for whatever amount I chose, whether it was worth that value or not. And I offered Jolene, where the Boardwalk and what, Pacific Avenue? Those are the two
First
most
off,
expensive
no.
ones.
What's the
those
definition
are some of my
selling?
properties.
Because you did not sell.
So I said, give me $5 because I think you had about 30. And I said, give me $5 and I'll give you all my properties.
See, this is what
I
Mark is
did.
wrong.
No, I really
he did.
did.
Not say give me money. He said, "Here,
I said,
I'm done playing.
you-
Take my properties."
No,
and
okay.
I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to play like that.
All
I don't
right.
like quitters.
Well, you know what? When one is having an emotional reaction to another person offering her such an amazing deal.
You're so dumb.
I mean, you did. You got up in arms and heated about it because I then therefore sold all of my properties to Noah for a whopping $20 because I think he had about $90 to spare. So I said, well, you have more money. I'll try and get more value out of this.
He is adding so much.
I said,
to the
I will
story.
get
He did not do any
$20.
of that.
This is exactly true. I'm not
No.
lying. I have no reason to lie. This is a silly game. You just didn't want to pay attention, or you just, for whatever reason, if someone offers you an amazing deal, whether it makes sense or not, it shouldn't matter. It's a capitalist society. And I use this analogy, folks. I said, if someone came up to you and said, my $1 million house is perfect, it's in great shape, but I don't want it anymore. I'll sell it to you for whatever you can afford. And I just give me $5 for it. Would you turn that down? I mean, you might be skeptical. You might say, what are you doing? Like, why are you offering me this?
That happening in real life and happening in a game that's supposed to just be fun and silly is completely different.
Would you turn it down in real life?
Maybe.
Why would you do that? They said, here's the title to my house.
When I'm playing a
Here's
game,
the deed.
I don't want to. I'm not playing it to talk about all the economics of it and the whatever. I'm playing to play and to win.
You said I quit
not
and I
have
cheated,
quitters.
and I did not quit, nor did I cheat. I sold my
I didn't call you a
properties
cheater. I
for
called you a
a
quitter.
value. I sold my properties for a value that I thought was important to me, and I could live
No, what
fat
was
and happy
important
off
was
of
that
the
he
money I'd
wanted
already
to go
accumulated.
smoke a cigarette and be on his own and not play the game anymore.
It doesn't matter, though. I still sold my properties fair and square like a good capitalist. I even gave a nice, heartwarming speech about how I'm a God-fearing man and I could feel the greed overtaking me. So I said, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. I just want to relax and go spread the good word.
All BS.
I said that, did I not? In the middle of my speech, you started getting upset, and you were like, no, you are not doing this.
Because I hate quitters. Don't play the game if you're going to just quit in the middle of it.
What a terrible thing to say to your lovely BFF, to say, I hate you,
Don't
you
be a
quitter. And yet you also want me to just quit smoking?
You're so dumb.
This doesn't make any sense to me. The contradictions.
This is such a setup. I hate you.
Anyway, Jolene, thank you very much. You have settled the score with me. Yeah, I love you, and you can go back to your studying if you'd like to.
Screw off.
Anyway, for those who want to stick around, we are going to talk about some of the exciting stuff going on. Now, Easter. Easter was fun. We did have a good time despite the Monopoly fight. We ended up rewatching The Passion of the Christ, which I haven't seen in a minute. And my kids, it was the first time they'd ever seen it. If you've never seen that movie, it's a wonderful movie. Take all of your religious affiliations and all that stuff out. It's a fantastic masterpiece of a movie, right? Even if you believe or don't believe or whatever, it's just a really, really beautiful, well-made movie, and I encourage everybody to watch it. I think that there is, I mean, it's a brutal movie, but it's also not so brutal that it's, people talk about it like it's a Saw movie or something. While it has its violent moments and things of that nature, it's not the most violent movie ever created. It's actually quite masterfully done. The violence is shown to make the point, and then a good chunk of it is off-screen violence or blocked or emotional violence that you're feeling it and seeing it. You think you're seeing it, but you're definitely feeling it because of the way it's the cinematography is, and the way the movie was written, and the way that it's set up. It's really a great movie though. So rewatching that was good. And then of course we wanted to go and watch Super Mario on Easter Day because everybody was, right? And I have to say, Super Mario Galaxy was also a really fun movie. Not that The Passion of the Christ was a really fun movie, but but Super Mario Galaxy was actually indeed a super fun movie. I heard a lot of reviewers and stuff like this saying that it was like a shot of ADHD and dopamine hits, and made it sound frantic. Somebody said it was the most fast-paced movie they'd ever seen, in which every single scene was just setting you up on some sort of crazy, steroid-induced, action-packed extravaganza, blah, blah, blah. Just huge exaggerations with this film. I didn't see that at all. I actually thought it was a little calmer than the first one, and a little bit more subdued than I think. Well, especially going into with the expectations of like this was going to be, the Fury Road of kids movies. It certainly wasn't. But it was enjoyable and fun. My only big critique was the whoever voiced Bowser Jr. I thought was dreadful. That was a bad pick. Sounds like a weird Jewish old man for some reason. Not exactly what I think of when I think of Bowser Jr. And I mean, he doesn't have a lot of lines, but in like the games and stuff like that. But you have an idea of what his voice sounds like. It isn't whatever it is in this movie. But so we watched some good stuff this weekend. That was fun. The one I just want before we finish on the movies. The thing about The Passion that I thought was interesting. It's been years since I watched it, but going back into it, I think the last time I watched it was probably like 18 or something, 20. But watching it with a fresh set of eyes and more life under my wings and a greater respect for religion and Christianity and Christ himself and all that. The movie was tougher for me to watch, and not because of gratuitous violence or anything like that. It was just, it felt like it landed with me a little harder than I suspected it would have when I first started it. But that was kind of a weird thing. I'd be curious to know if anybody else has had that same experience. I started getting more into the religious aspect of life, about 4 or 5 years ago during a turbulent time in my life. So rewatching that movie now and taking it more seriously. And I mean, even the first time, I think I was 14 the first time I ever watched that movie. And I really was just some punk ass kid who was like, oh, cool, I get to watch an R-rated movie with all my friends from church and whatever. Like, I didn't care. And I just watched it for what it was, which was just, me being a retard. But watching it now as an adult, my kids are older and I'm more sentimental and things like that. Yeah, it had a much harder hit on me than I was expecting it. But anyway, that was fun. We had a good weekend. Hope you all again had a good weekend. And then of course, the other big thing that I wanted to talk about was this Artemis 2. First off, I have no compunction to even think about dealing with people who are flat earthers and think that the moon landing was fake and all that kind of shit. I mean, that's just some of the most asinine stuff I've ever heard in my life. But now it's pretty hard to doubt that we've made it around, huh? It's an incredible feat. Watching the live feed of that rocket go off was pretty incredible and pretty intense. And I was dumb and accidentally hit the Spanish version. I was like, why are they speaking in Spanish? I was like, goddamn foreigners and blah blah blah. Then I realized I was in the Spanish live stream, so I quickly got out of that and went to the American version or the English version. I mean, it's all American, right? Except for that fucking Canadian. But went to the English version, watched that. It was really cool. Now, what was disheartening to me was seeing the amount of people calling it AI slop and thinking it was fake. I just pray to God that those people are actually bots or some form of AI that is just, they're it's like, what do you call that? What's that AI called, Jolene, where it's self-sustaining and all that. What's that called? Independent AI or whatever the hell. I don't know. But I'm hoping that those are what, like the AI is just parroting itself now. It's like, AI slop, because it's like, that's what most people would say. I hope those aren't real people. If they are, we should probably find them and take away all their rights. I'm gonna hustle. This Artemis 2 thing is really, really cool. It's exciting. It's one of those things that, I can't say I felt as a youngish person in America ever, really, being really proud of America. It's kind of at a great time, right? It's like the hockey team won again, and then the baseball team kind of fell flat, but whatever, but and then the Americans won the World Series, and now we're doing this. It's cool. It's like, hey, cool, maybe it's cool to be an American again. Maybe. I don't know, unless you're like Tucker Carlson and you just hate America. But if that's it, I mean, then whatever, just be that. But yeah, I don't know. It's given me a sense of pride. And then seeing that that young guy or the two young pilots that went down in Iran and getting picked up, that reminded me of that old movie Behind Enemy Lines. Anybody else ever seen that? With Owen Wilson, Gene Hackman. I don't remember what country that guy got stranded in the movie, but the amount of resources and stuff that we put in to save these guys was pretty awesome. And just another thing that made me proud to be an American. And so unashamedly I am. It's pretty cool. I like seeing all this stuff. I'm excited to see what we do with the moon stuff, though, too. I've heard rumor that we're going to try and build an actual space station on the moon, which is neat. I'm trying to find anybody. If anybody knows anything about space or NASA or the rockets, please let me know. I'd love to talk to you because I have so many questions. One of the questions I have, and this might be dumb or whatever, but is it a good idea if we build stuff on the moon? Or would the idea of even building things on the moon, maybe mess up the gravitational pull that it has on Earth? I don't know. I'm dumb. I don't know any of these things. I've never been to the moon. Will pollutants around it? I don't know if there's... I have no idea. I know nothing about this, right? Like, they say all this stuff happens on Earth, and this is why the Earth is behaving this way. Like, I would imagine that building stuff, if you build enough of it anyway, would alter how the moon works or something to that nature. But maybe it doesn't. I have no idea. It's one of those things that I'm curious about. Don't know anything about it. Don't pretend to know anything about it. And like I said, if anybody knows, I would love to talk to you. I'd love to have you on the podcast to just pick your brain about this stuff. I'm a little bit of a geek when it comes to that kind of stuff. Not that I'm like reading space books or anything like that, but when it's actually happening, I'm pretty interested in it. I think it's the most interesting thing happening right now. It's just wildly fascinating to me, and it's exciting to see that we're even investing in the space program yet again. That's pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of it. Right, seeing kind of all the stuff that Elon's been doing with the SpaceX and all that has kind of been whetting your appetite, but I guess I didn't realize how neat it would be once it actually started like happening. It's like, oh, this is cool. I dig this. I enjoy that. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of catch up, share a few thoughts, complain about Monopoly and all that good stuff. But we'll be doing another podcast here soon. I'm exhausted right now. The fact that I'm even doing this is pretty good. I'm so tired. But anyway, thanks for the patience. I know I haven't been uploading quite as much lately. But hopefully we'll have some more guests up here soon. And like I said, if anybody knows anybody who's into space, let me know. Like, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram or on YouTube, and we can try and set up a time to talk about this because I just find it wildly interesting. But anyway, that's it for me right now. Go follow us on Instagram, X, what's the other ones? Apple, Spotify, YouTubes. Anyway, thank you very much for listening. And as always, I appreciate any feedback you can give me. I really like it. I'd like it a lot. And Godspeed. Hopefully this Iran thing is over. Let's see. All right. I haven't really looked into it. I was just literally listening to something live on YouTube before I came on. They're like, they said that the Chinese are telling Iran to take the deal. And I'm like, well, I'm going to just choose to believe that without doing any type of, what do you call it? Studying or... My brain is literally turning off now at this moment. So I gotta go. and take a nap or something. Anyway, thank you so much for listening. This is The Act.